honey, welcome to my channel Design by Ida. My name is Teresa. I'm a professional fashion designer and I'm here to help you learn how to design clothes, how to create patterns, how to spec a garment, everything you need to know about fashion design. So today I wanted to talk to you about how you can create something new, something unexpected, something fresh, something that will get attention and that will sell. Because that's what we want, right? We are fashion designers and our job is to design things that will sell. So our clients, the brand we're designing for, is happy and they're making a lot of money and they want us to keep designing for them, right? So in order to be successful, you need to surprise people sometimes, because if you just keep doing what everyone else is doing, then how are your designs going to stand out? How are people going to, what will make them buy your designs instead of someone else's, right? You need to find something unique, something fresh, something that the other people haven't thought about yet. Okay? So today I wanted to talk to you about how I would go about designing rainwear for kids. The flats I've made a long time ago because I've been designing rainwear for kids for 12 years, 14 years, very long time, okay? I have designed so much rainwear for kids, you have no idea. When I walk around, when I go to the kindergarten, I can just point to the different kids and say, I drew that one, I made that one, I made that one, I made that one. I have designed so much rainwear for kids, okay? So how do I keep it fresh? How do I surprise the customers, and how do I design something new every year? Okay, so the best way to do this, and I've talked about this before, a really good way to design something new and fresh is to fuse two different ideas together. So in this video, I want to show you what I did today. I searched for basketball jerseys, baseball jerseys, hockey jerseys, and I looked at all of those different jerseys and the color blocking patterns that they have and the different font they have, and I tried to take some of the elements from those jerseys from the sports world and create kids rainwear designs from that. So it would be surprising for the customers, right? Because it's not just rainwear that is a solid color or has a little heart on it or a unicorn or a star or something, which is fine. But this is different. They haven't seen a jersey design on a kid's rainwear before, right? So this would surprise them a little bit, and it would be fun and it would be fresh and the kids would love it. If you have a mini basketball player kid, then he would love to wear a basketball designed rainwear for going to the kindergarten, right? And so it's just fun, it's playful, and with kids you can do that. You can really just use your imagination and just go crazy. I have made the most crazy patterns before where I would fuse maybe plaid or lines, stripes with other patterns and just put them on top of each other and just go crazy, because with kids you can sometimes do that. But you need to be smart with the colors so the patterns work and it's not putting people off and not buying it. You always want to attract the customers, right? So in this video, I am going to show you how to do that by fusing sports jerseys and kids rainwear. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own fake label, okay? And I'm choosing the letter M because M just seems to be the most used letter. I don't know why. But you see all these leather jackets from colleges and a lot of times they have an M on them. So I guess a lot of colleges start with M. So I'm just going to go with M because this is just a fun video to show you guys how I would do this. So I am using the letter M and I downloaded some fonts that look like the fonts that are typically used on jerseys. Okay, so I'm using that typical college jersey font, and I am choosing number 1 because every kid wants to be number 1, right? So I'm putting number 1 and I'm using the M, and I am making my own label and my own buttons and applying all of this to some rainwear. So you ready? Let's go. So this is what I ended up with right now. I made, I'll zoom in, I made the M on a badge here, and it can be an embroidered badge, it can be a woven label, that's up to you, but this is the basic design, and this is what I would send off to the producer, and then I would discuss with them if we should just make it woven, or if we should make it embroidered, or if we should have some areas that are printed and some are embroidered. You know, we can make different variations of this and then choose the one that works the best. So this is just the design, and then the product development is a whole other process that comes after that. But for this video, I'm just going to focus on the design. So I made this label here with the M, and then I made this number 1 print, which is, you know, I can't really put a team name or a number, like I can't really put a team name or the kid's name on here. So I'm just going to put number and 1. And I use the fonts that I told you about that are very typical for sports jerseys. And then we have this M here, which is so typical for like a leather jacket. And then I have number 1 here as well. So now I have my labels. I am gonna pull out my rainwear flats and start designing different kind of sports jersey designs on them, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna start designing baseball rainwear. And so I have just pulled out my white flat drawing of kids rainwear that I usually use to design. And it just has like the basic jacket with the hood. I'm gonna put some buttons on here because the hood needs to be detachable. And I have some reflective pipings along the raglan seams and also on the hood. And here is the rain mitten. And on the pants, I will also have some buttons here so I can open up a triangle insert on the outside of the leg, so it's easy to pull the pants over boots and shoes. So, and I also put some reflective pipings here on the bottom or on the lower part of the legs. Okay, and I have, this is just to illustrate, when I do this, it's just to illustrate that there's an elastic in here stitched in, so it just keeps the pants a little bit more tight around the waist so it stays in place. It's not huge, you know. And yeah, like I mentioned here, this is how I mark it when it's a reflective piping. I use a kind of like a gray melange color just to show that it's kind of silverish. And I also put it in text and explain it to the producer that these colored lines are supposed to be reflective piping. So, and this again is just to illustrate that inside here on the sides of the hood, I have an elastic stitched in, and it's kind of cinched together a little bit so that the hood just fits better. Because when a hood is just huge, it can easily blow off if it's windy. So I always want to like make it a little bit more fitted around the face. So that's just to show that. So this is my basic flat for rainwear design that I have been using for a long time. I almost always use fixed elastic inside the cuff because sometimes, sometimes if I'm making like a ski jacket or an outerwear jacket, I would do maybe like a Velcro so you can easily put your hand in there and then just tighten it. But for kids in kindergarten, they put the rainwear on and off several times a day. And I just wanted to have it very easy and just fixed so no adult has to come over and help them tighten the Velcro. So I always use fixed elastic in the cuff for kids rainwear. And then, as you can see here, I have, what's it called? A foot strap underneath the feet. So, and you put this under the shoe so the pants stay in place. So when they're crawling and climbing and playing all over the place, the pants don't slide up and make them wet, right? So, okay, that's enough about that. This is my basic flat drawing for designing kids wear. So I am going to now apply the labels that we just made, and I have them somewhere. Okay, so before I start changing up the colors, I am going to lock these guys down so I don't change the colors of them. So here we go. Okay, so I am gonna go with navy first of all. Select same fill color. I am going to put navy not on the outline, but on the fill color. Here we go. Okay, so now we have a navy colored rain set, and I am gonna put some stripes on here. I'm gonna make this one white for now, and I'm gonna make, okay, so I'm gonna make the front and the back white right now, and I'm gonna make the placket white, and the top of the pants, I'm gonna make that white. And this is for the back of the jacket. Yep. Okay. And then I am going to add a stripe. So in Illustrator, you can always find patterns easily. If you go to Window, Swatch Libraries, and Patterns, then you can find basic graphics and basic graphic lines. And that's usually where I go to find stripes. So right now, if I want to add a stripe on here, I can test out different stripes. This is actually a pretty good stripe. I just need it to be vertical and not horizontal. So I pull it out from swatches, I flip it. And then I just pull it back into swatches. Let's go. Let's go. What is going on? Putting it here. Okay, so now when I click on it, it is vertical, and that's good. It's just a little bit too big, so I'm pulling it back out again, making it a little bit smaller, and then putting it here. Let's see. Maybe a little bit too small. I'm just being picky right now. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna change the stripes to navy color. There we go. Okay, so now I am just, what I'm doing is I'm selecting these areas, and I am using Command C and Command F. So I copy the area and then I placed it on top of the other one. So because if you just use Command C and Command V, then it's just gonna paste wherever. Like watch this. Command C, Command V, then it just pastes up here, and that's not what I want. I want it to paste right on top of the other one. So I use Command F. So right now, Command C, Command F, and then I have a layer right on top of the white one, and I can make it striped. And I'm doing the same thing here. Ta-da! Okay, so now it's kind of starting to look like a baseball jersey, right? Just because of the colors and the stripes. So now let's make this red. A little bit of red on there. Okay, so now I colored the inside of the collar red and the zipper red. And I want to unlock, and I want to start applying some labels, some badges, something onto the design. This is way too big. So let's make it nice and small so it fits beautifully right there on the chest. That looks nice. And I'm gonna put one on the bib of the pants right there. And On the back, I'm gonna make it look like a jersey. So I'm gonna use this guy right here on the back. Ta-da! Pretty cool, right? Move it up maybe. It's always smart to move it up a little bit so it looks better. Now what to do? Oh, let's put this one on the mittens as well. Maybe we should make something on the mittens striped. Let's go with, if we make this one so if we make this one white and then Command C, Command F and striped, and then I put this label maybe here. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we need some buttons here. I'm gonna take away this one right now. I feel like we have enough labels. We have the number on the back. I'm gonna take this away. So let's use the M to create some buttons for this rainwear. So I'm gonna start with navy, and I'm just gonna make a circle for the button like that, and then I'm gonna go Command C, Command F, so I have another circle, and I am going to make the new circle a white outline, and maybe 2 stroke, maybe. Just gonna make it a little bit smaller and see where it looks good on the button. Okay, I like that. Align it, and then I'm gonna put the M right there. Okay. Always align everything, and then I'm gonna group it. So now I have a button. I'm gonna put the button here so I can easily show my producer that this is what the snap button is gonna look like. And then I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna zoom in here, and I'm gonna make it a whole lot smaller. Like that, maybe. And then I'm gonna put one. Yeah, that looks nice. So I'm putting one right at the bottom corner of the placket, and I'm gonna put one at the top right here, there, and then I'm gonna put 2 in between. Doesn't really matter where, because I'm gonna align everything and straighten it out. So now I select all these buttons and I align them and I distribute them evenly. Ta-da! Illustrator is just amazing. I can teach you more about using Illustrator later if you want me to. So I'm putting some snap buttons on the hood because I want to show the producer that this is a detachable hood. And for kids, that's super important, because if your kid is climbing and the hood gets caught on a branch, then you want the hood to detach and not kill your child. Okay, so, and this is required here. So I always do this. I don't know how it is in your country, but it's good to make smart designs that will keep your kids safe if something should happen, right? So I'm putting the buttons at the back of the hood as well. I always do this. I always have 3 buttons at the back of the hood, and then they go around. So basically all around the hood, there are 5 buttons normally on a kid's rainwear hood. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some buttons on the bottom of the pants as well. One here and one here. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we have here now. We have, this is the team, right? This is the M, the team label. So we have the team on the jacket and on the bib of the pants and on the rain mittens, and we have the team logo M on the buttons everywhere, and the colors and everything. It's starting to look like baseball design. Wouldn't you agree? Do you have any kids that would like this? Maybe? Okay, so this is basically how I do it. I pulled inspiration from sports jerseys and I applied them on a new garment and a new surprising product, and I used kids rainwear for this demonstration, and this is what it turned out to look like. So this is how I do it. In this case, I took sports jerseys, inspiration from that, and I designed kids rainwear to look like sports jerseys. And so it's fun, it's commercial, it's something that baseball players and basketball players and hockey players will recognize. They will recognize that this resembles the jerseys that we wear when we're playing sports, and my kid would love to have rainwear that looks like this. And then it's commercial, it's recognizable, and it sells. So this is how I would do it if I was gonna do sports like rainwear for kids right now. And I can show you more about making patterns and how to make the different prints and how to design things in Illustrator, like more technical, like step by step. If you're interested in that, just let me know and I can make videos on that. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I will keep sharing all of my fashion secrets with you. So have a beautiful day and I will see you in the next one. Bye.